Hey everyone, today we're taking a look at the new roguelike ARPG, Hellclock. Hellclock kind of came out of left field, but it's now the talk of the town in the ARPG space. Made by Brazilian developer Rogue Snail, Hellclock blends the isometric gameplay of Diablo with the roguelike structure of Hades. It's also set right after the War of Canudos that took place in Brazil in 1896, which is quite the unique setting. But most importantly, is the game any fun? 5 hours in and I can say yes. This is a great game that's value for money at $20. Let's talk about the combat first. In Hellclock, you start off with a basic pistol, but unlock a variety of different skills with their own unique playstyle that you would expect to see in an ARPG. The moment-to-moment gameplay is actually really good. Attacks are responsive, enemy death animations look great and stimulate those dopamine receptors. Combined with some smooth movement, the gameplay gets you into a flow state that is also addicting. It doesn't have quite the level of polish as the Diablo or Path of Exile, of course, but it's arcadey and plays very well for what it needs to be as a roguelike. Dual Knives, the whirlwind skill in the game, feels especially amazing to use and is what I'm building around for my playthrough. It's really impressive how far the indie space has come in creating polished mechanics, and Rogue Snail is no exception in how they made the fundamentals of blasting monsters so much fun. On the enemy side of things, variety is okay. There's enough to keep combat feeling fresh for hours, but once your build starts to come online, they all start to blend together. Movement wise, they all kind of just swarm at you, and once your build starts grinding them up, their unique characteristics kind of don't matter at some point. It's a side effect for what kind of game this is, but at least having more diverse behavior and enemy movement would make more of them memorable while also adding new layers of consideration to your build. Stuff like exploding enemies, cutting enemies, or having some of them be naturally more resistant to certain damage types would help add texture to the combat. Bosses fare much better in this respect. They have interesting movesets that punish poor play, ton of health compared to normal trash mobs. Until I hit a power threshold to destroy them, I really had to position and play the game well to take down these foes. If there was a bit more of that in the normal mapping gameplay, that would elevate the game even higher. One mechanic that the game's title is referring to is the clock. Each run is set on a timer, encouraging you to push forward without wasting time. Now some gamers hate timers, so Rogue Snail made this completely optional to opt in when you create your save file. Personally, I found the timer to be quite generous so far. I've never hit 0 without dying to an enemy or boss first, so I never had it be an issue. It could very well be a barrier for your build later throughout the game, but midway through the campaign, I play as if the timer isn't even there. The best part of Hellclock's gameplay though is its progression systems. Rogue Snail have done a fantastic job at adapting Diablo-esque progression to the roguelike genre. You have a passive skill tree, gear itemization, relics that transform your skills in huge ways, constellation skill trees filled with customization potential. Each segment of progression is simple and straightforward on its own, but once I started juggling all of them together, the depth to the character building became more clear. I do wish though that there were more weapon types than just the pistol and a bit more complex gearing, but what they have going on here works well. The game drip feeds you each system at an approachable rate, so I always had enough time to get used to the mechanics without getting overwhelmed. Seeing your basic whirlwind become a destruction of death across numerous runs is what keeps you playing. Balance-wise though, it definitely feels that some extra tuning is needed here. I found lifesteal to solve so many defense problems that it trivialized a lot of the normal mobs almost instantly. I also think that the character power spikes are a little too much, with some passives and gear options absolutely rocketing up your build. One run, I'd be barely tickling a boss, and the next after some upgrades, I'd obliterate the same boss in seconds. The power spikes feel amazing, don't get me wrong, but I hope the spikes will be a little bit more gradual or require a little bit more effort to earn to make character growth just a tad bit more balanced. Overall though, I'm having a great time with Hellclock. This is clearly a game made with fans of Diablo or PoE in mind, so it's right up my alley. But since it's a bit more casual and a roguelike, I think Hellclock will rope in more casual players and maintain a solid player base. I haven't been able to try out the endgame yet, but the campaign has been fun, and Rogue Snail have shown that they care about the longevity of their game with transparent communication and updates. It's a well-rounded experience that knows its scope as a roguelike and how to make that core gameplay loop addicting. I definitely recommend anyone with a passing interest in ARPGs or roguelikes to give this one a shot, as there is a lot to like here. Hey, thanks for watching to the end. If you enjoy this kind of content, be sure to like and subscribe to help grow the channel. See you in the next one.